Every heart sings a song, incomplete until another heart whispers back. Those who wish to sing always find a song, and at the touch of a lover, everyone becomes poet. Wedding Vows is India's most loved wedding lifestyle magazine and online media. Launched in 2011, Wedding Vows has evolved to be the most trusted source of wedding-related information, and in the process has helped millions of brides with their wedding preparations. In addition to its print dominance, Wedding Vows is also an online wedding planning portal that helps create 10,000 weddings a year and provides businesses to all our wonderful vendors. On this auspicious occasion, Wedding Vows is proud to announce Asia's largest 3-day B2B wedding to all those who are in the wedding industry, giving them an opportunity to meet with India's best. Wedding Vows will present this 3-day affair consisting
I want to tell what is WV. So a WV is nothing. It's our wedding vows, and wedding vows represents the happiness. So we want to even from our logo we want to say what is wedding vows. It's not just between a heart and a diamond rings or something. A wedding is all about happiness. So we want to bring that happy in our logo itself. So that's wedding vows for you, and that's happy weddings is our yes. And in 2011 we successfully reached 8 years, and this is our 9th year we are stepping forward and moving forward to wedding vows. So we have been in this industry for more than 8 years. When we started, I never imagined that this industry is going to be this big and it is going to the next league of its own industry. So when I started, this industry was completely unorganized. Today you can see all our wedding planners here. Even the hotels has a separate department for wedding. Before it was not there. So that's the way the weddings are moving forward. And very important thing I have to tell about weddings is more than getting married and everything. People might say it's extravagant and it's waste of money, but weddings are giving employment for a lot of people here. Each wedding planner here giving hundreds of wedding vendors a life, and hundreds of families are living through them. So that's a step forward to the wedding industry. It's like a movie industry. It's developing like that.
I think the Radisson, the venue of this WV Connect doesn't need a big introduction. The Radisson Blue Temple Bay Resort, which is in Mahabalipuram, is one of the oldest resorts on this coast. In fact, the first foundation stone was laid by Thiru Kamaraj 55 years back. It was a TTDC hotel which GRT took over, and then we branded it Radisson for international recognition. So it's one of the few resorts which has a vast expanse of 45 acres, and one of the few resorts in the world which are as close to a UNESCO site as this resort. So most of our rooms and some of our restaurant tables overlook the Shore Temple, which is the 7th century AD Pallava Shore Temple, which is part of one of the UNESCO sites, 36 UNESCO sites in India. So that's a big thing for a hotel to have. And what better place to get married than in such a beautiful place? I think all of you know, I'm a very strong Chennai, that our beach is no parallel to any other beach in the world. So we have almost 113 kilometers of pristine beach, and which is widest, like from 30 meters to almost a kilometer width beach. And if you take from Marundeshwara Temple right up to Mahabalipuram, you have 50 kilometers of clean beach side, which is regulated by the coastal zone, so it is not unnecessarily spoiled. So it's one of the best places to actually celebrate not only weddings but many parties.
Separate event space for the last 22 years. We got into the wedding space only maybe 15 or 18 months back, and it was in one of these forums that I was attending that we realized that there was great opportunity in the urban luxury wedding industry, and that's when we moved in. We got into a collaboration with somebody in Delhi called Wedding Line. We were very lucky to also be part of the Priyanka and Nick Jonas's wedding reception in Delhi. So the idea what I'm going to tell you is that it does not really matter from which city or where you're based out of. Today people are looking for professional and corporate event planning services and decor services, and that's what the industry is looking forward in terms of growth potential. There have been some data and statistics which have been put together, and what we are seeing is 25 to 30% growth year on year. Well, the economy is not growing that much, but it's great to see the growth of the wedding industry. It's great to see the corporatization or the professionalism which is coming into the industry. I'm sure you're going to hear Lakshmi and Saraswati post this. They have rich experience in the planning side of the business. Who will probably take you through some of their inputs, but this is just to give you guys an insight that this is a space which is getting very organized and very corporatized. We are going to be seeing a whole bunch of people in the Wedding Connect event over on 14, 15, 16. I'm also moving on to my third hat, which is being representative of IMA. IMA is the apex body of the event and experiential industry based out of Delhi. So we have members across the country, around 500 of them. And IMA has come in to support this initiative, which itself speaks of volumes.
Saraswati. So it's wonderful to see so many friends in the audience and all my illustrious friends on stage. Thank you, Dakshina. First at the outset, I want to share with you how happy we are. Can I speak for us and then she can? So how happy we are to be a part of this. A couple of months ago, Dakshina had called us and said, I want to talk to you about a big vision that I have. He does this all the time, he has these grand visions or grander visions each time. And we were busy with back-to-back events, so we actually met up with him at one of our event venues. He was kind enough to come there, and he explained to us what his vision for WV Connect was. To be very honest with you, Dakshina, I should share here. I was a little taken aback because this was larger than life. This is something that has never happened in Chennai before. It has happened in other parts of India, where the wedding business is much, much bigger than what we have in Chennai. Lakshmi Saraswati, and we work together as partners because anything that I wanted to say, she's kind of spoken everything. But anyway, I definitely have to say something about Dakshina. They say the mantra for the success of any event or organization or game is that the captain has to be cool, calm, composed, very much like our MS Dhoni. And today, he's the MS Dhoni for us. An extremely calm and composed person, so humble, so dedicated and passionate and determined. So if he thinks of something, you are 200% sure that he's going to achieve it. And it was so heartening to know that when all of us met in Jodhpur last week, every single person there was already aware of WV Connect. He even invited the Maharaja of Jodhpur to join us here. And it was lovely that everybody knew about WV Connect. And he has kind of put Chennai on the global map of weddings, which is a huge thing because Chennai normally has been getting the stepmotherly treatment. But now everybody is definitely going to look at Chennai and Mahabalipuram especially as a very, very interesting destination. From our side, there are many clients who come to us who want to do beach weddings, and the first thing they think about is Goa or Sri Lanka. And Vikram, I must tell you, we have managed to convince quite a few of our clients and we brought them to Temple Bay.
To give great experiences to our students. Already been associated with Manish Malhotra, the biggest designer that we have in India. We have an online course that supports the students with anything connected with the wedding industry, the wedding clothes and all the important things around the wedding. So this is an opportunity for my students to learn, connect with the people from the wedding industry. We are also the implementation team for the entire event. We are coming in as entertainment partners, bringing to the Chennai scene a lot of good designers from all over India. So that will be the entertainment part. We look forward to working with this industry because it's an eye-opener for my students. Huge opportunities, the big fat Indian wedding, it's always a dream for my students to learn and also be a part of it and also have a lovely wedding. So the entire experience should be really good for us, and the first time we're all newcomers to this industry, there's so much more to learn from them.
To be here and good to see all your bright faces here. So just, I'm very happy that I've been the last to speak because all of them have spoken enough on the event. Just I wish to add one note which I think the others have not made a note of it. Just we know that wedding is all about putting all the contents together, like the decor and everything around it. So they have spoken about the entertainment and all that could be spoken on the wedding has already been spoken. So just adding that the little extra, normally the food, that is where all this 1 decade we have been experiencing, and here we have joined in this great platform just to make people understand that food is also very important in the wedding, and that can also be always coordinated along with the other contents of the wedding. And that's all I wish to have about the wedding platform. Thank you.
Quite the trend. Quite the trend in India too. Some of my friends here are a result of meeting at conferences, Dakshina and Siddharth, both of them. So it was important to understand as a delegate, what is it that I would like to go back with? And when Dakshina came up to me and said, would you like to be an integral part of the team? I said, sure, but that comes with a very big responsibility. A responsibility towards all of you, a responsibility towards our speakers, advisory board members. Every delegate who's coming there needs to go back with a valuable experience for investing their time, money and energy above all. I've been in the event industry, the wedding industry for the last 7 years. I have a company called Kanika Sethi Weddings, and somehow we ended up specializing in destination weddings. So we're always looking for new spaces, new spots, both within the country and outside. I think I'm quite sold that I'm going to tell everybody to Chennai Kovango and tell them to come here. And Dakshina, I think it's a brilliant, brilliant initiative. What's important is the ethos of WB Connect.